Hello friends, welcome to Samsthiti 100 Meditations in 100 Days. I'm Leena, Prabhoo, Prajñā strategist, spiritual and mental health coach. Today I bring a special guest to you, Tertia Sandhu. Welcome Tertia.
Thank you so much, Leena, for having me on this show.
My pleasure. Tertia is a past life regression therapist, NLP practitioner, spirit releasement therapist, and a Mokshapata reader. She has a diploma in dress designing, commercial art, Tiffany stained glass art. She's a writer, traveler, and a seeker. Tertia, I'm very intrigued by your profile, and I have a lot of questions on what is the spirit releasement therapist and Mokshapata reader. What is this all about?
So you see, Leena, I've always been interested in death and life after death.
Okay.
So yeah, so then when I took up past life regression therapy, I encountered clients who had spirits in them. They were possessed.
Okay.
By entities. Maybe some entities were planted on them by others through black magic, or some had just come to them, maybe seeking a place, to get their gratification. If somebody in their lifetime wanted to, was addicted to certain substances, so they could get their gratification through this person.
Okay.
So suppose somebody is a heavy drinker or a person who takes drugs. They are more prone to being possessed by spirits who also want to experience these substances.
Okay.
So then I went for this course, Spirit Releasement Therapy. And it really helped me to open my eyes on how you could also connect with these entities and remove them into the light. You could have a nice conversation with them. Though in the beginning, they try to show their aggression. They try to scare you. But then you have to be firm. You have to be grounded. You have to be very calm and not show that you're scared, because they can be very threatening. So
you talk about spirits and possession as though it's like a daily happening. I must tell you, I'm a little bit surprised, because I come from the city of Mumbai, and
okay.
This is not a common thing that you get to hear in a normal conversation.
All right.
So how did you come across these? I mean, is it a common happening where you come from? I mean, I think you're from Arunachal.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not common, but being a past life regression therapist, I'm sure you also encountered people who were a little, strange, and sometimes they behaved strangely, but you did not connect it to a spirit inside of them. Yeah.
Right. Well, I do meet a lot of strange people,
Yes.
but I would not think of connecting them to a spirit. I would, as a psychologist, I would say that they have some mental health issues.
Yes.
But how do you differentiate between the two?
Because I do a body scan, and then you can find out if there's something inside of them. Then they start speaking out. Or if they say that they have body aches, unexplained symptoms, which the doctor cannot diagnose. Like there's this lady who came to me and she said she's suffering from aches and pains all over her body, right to the roots of her hair. And then it was discovered that she was possessed.
Okay, so you do a scan with the chakra scan, or
no, it's just a scan. I guide them. Yeah, I just guide them and say you scan your body yourself, for any external energies that do not belong to you, and so we go step by step, and then they tell me where they feel there's something there. So I ask them to explain what it is. And then they tell me, okay, this is like, looks like a demon with horns, or it looks like a blob or something like that. So then I speak to that entity.
Okay.
And ask them to leave this. And then there's a long conversation with the
Okay.
entity.
So
And once they leave, then the person becomes normal again.
Does the entity speak with you directly or through this person?
Through the person.
Through the person.
Sometimes the voice is different. Sometimes it's the person's voice.
Talking about a different voice, when there is when there is Kundalini awakening, and then there is all this energy flowing up and down the body. If the person is say chanting, then the voice of that person also changes. The chant also changes. So is that because of some entity within, or is it because of the energy release that is happening from within the body?
Well, I don't really know about that.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So tell us about this this meditation that you're going to share with us today, and it is about a spirit releasement. Can you share some details about it?
When Trupti ma'am asked us to contribute our little meditations for Samasthiti, I immediately thought about this meditation. This topic. So I wrote it down, and with the intention of getting people to go into that meditative state where they can, help these lost souls, the spirits that are wandering around, help them to find the light within themselves and move on into the light so that they are at peace.
So you are saying anybody can do this spirit releasement process through this meditation?
Yes, you can. You can help, You don't even have to go into meditation, though, of course, it is easier for somebody to go into that state of mind where you can connect to spirits. But otherwise, on a daily basis, also, if I'm in a very quiet place and I'm just taking a walk by myself, so I just say, okay, any spirits around me, if you are lost, you may please find the light within you and be at peace, and just talk to them, because there are so many spirits around us, only that we don't see them.
Okay.
So, and through this meditation, when there are lots of people meditating, it will benefit more lost souls.
Okay, so this is not for any specific, like, how would I know if, there are some spirits who are around me and who are lost and who need this help to be released into light?
So you can just talk, loudly, talk normally. Any external energies around me, please find the light within you and move on into the light. And you do not belong here. So I always say, if, sometimes you feel like a sensation within your aura, sometimes you feel there's something around you which is not physical. And then you can say that whatever is around me, you do not belong here. Please move on into the light. So these are simple things that you can do, but then you have to also know how to protect yourself.
Yes.
Before you get into all this. Just imagine that there's a bright light, entering your body through the top of your head and filling you up and around you. And that's why this meditation, because I take them through that bubble of light where they are protected. And then they can, talk to the spirits and ask them to move on into the light.
Okay. Are there any specific reasons why these spirits would be hanging around and why they have not found the light?
There's so many reasons. When people die, like we always say, rest in peace, okay?
Yes.
But not all souls rest in peace. Some are so attached to the family, some are so attached to their properties, or they hold a grudge, or they have some greed which they haven't been able to satisfy. Any of these things will keep the soul earthbound.
Okay.
Yes. And they will either just be roaming around aimlessly, lost, or
Okay.
they will latch on to somebody who can, give them that satisfaction which they crave in human form.
So you mentioned at least one type of personality, like those who are addicted,
Yes.
addicted to any kind of a substance.
Yes.
Those kind of personalities, these spirits might latch on to because
Yes.
the
So that they
spirit
can,
wants to
yes.
experience the addiction.
Yes.
Okay. And how would the addicted person know that?
No, they get more addicted. They don't know and they behave strangely. And some of them become very violent later on,
Okay.
So then they say that this person is deranged, needs to go to a mental institution, or he needs to go for de-addiction, But actually, it's most of the time, I won't say every time, but most of the time, it's due to possession.
Right. Would there be any other reasons why a spirit would attach to an individual?
It could be also through maybe love, because there was this case with this young girl. She had come for some other reason, and then this entity came up and spoke and said that, and really very abusive language. They use very abusive language. And then, so when I spoke to the entity, I said, why don't you leave her in peace? I said, no, she's a stupid girl. She can't, carry on in life without my help. So I have to be with her. I have to do everything for her. I said, how long have you been with her? He says, through many lifetimes.
Oh,
We've
my
been
God.
together. I cannot leave her because she cannot handle anything on her own.
Okay.
So she's been to many, many psychics and healers and releasement therapists. And that time I was new to it, it came as a shock to me. So I did whatever I knew and it went away. But it told me I will go away, but I will come back now again to her. And then after, I think 1 or 2 years, she called me up and she says, Tertia, it's come back again. It's come back again. And she says, I'd like you to, get rid of it. So I said, no, it was like COVID time. So I said, no, I can't see you in person. And then she said, no, I will come. I want to meet you. I don't want to do it over Zoom. But then it's possible, even on Zoom. I've done so many on Zoom.
So you've done so many on Zoom, but you're saying you've done so many.
Yes.
Okay, so it's really intriguing that this is like a regular phenomenon.
Yes, for me. And then one of my friends told me, I think you attract them. You attract them because not everybody, not everybody, gets these sort of cases.
Right.
So maybe it is my, what do you say, dharma?
Your karma,
To help these souls.
To help these souls move on. And it's also intriguing to note that this particular case that you mentioned, that entity was with this lady for many lifetimes.
Yes.
Means that soul did not want to take a birth, but wanted to be born with this lady.
Every time she would take a birth, he would attach himself to her.
Great. So, so is black magic also involved in this? Like for the
not in her, not in her case, but in another case. This is about a lady who's been. She told me that, oh, I think I'm possessed because my driver told me this morning that I look possessed. And she was so annoyed. She said, "How dare he?" And she sacked him that day.
Okay.
And then she came to me, and we did a scan, and sure enough, there were two huge spirits inside of her, male spirits.
Okay.
And I spoke to them. She said they are like black giants, and then they said they lived in the jungle on a banyan tree, and then this man comes, some tantric, I think, came with a bottle and trapped them in the bottle. And he did some ritual over some fire and sent them to this girl and said, just destroy her.
My goodness.
Yes. And they've been there with her since 2014. And then she says, there are also little things all over my body, all my organs, you know, and I'm suffering and it's hurting me. She was shouting out in pain at that time. And that's why I asked the spirits to leave. They said, it's our duty to kill her, to get rid of her, maybe make her commit suicide or, you know, whatever. And then I told them, no, like, you don't belong here. You should go back, you know, into the light. And they say, okay, please release us. We don't like it here, but we've been trapped. We've been forced to come here. There's some family members doing it to her. So through a tantric, and because of, I think, property issues or, you know, whatever. And then, so they finally agreed. And then they saw their own light and they left. And they were very happy. So I said, do you have anything to tell her? No, no, no. She's cleansed now. We're leaving. We're very happy.
How wonderful is that?
And then later on, she called me up and she says, I'm feeling very light. I'm feeling really good.
Lovely. So, you know, in psychology or in the mental health profession, there is something like the shadow work or the split personalities, which are not connected to any of these entities or anything. It's one person who's having all these, you know, various kinds of personality traits which they develop to kind of help them overcome whatever traumatic situation they are in. So this is a split personality.
Fragmented self.
Fragmented, yes. So how different, I mean, how is one to recognize what is the difference, whether it's the fragmented personality, shadow work, or split personality, or the devil or any spirit attachment?
So unless you talk to the person, you know, during trance, you will not find out. If there are no entities involved, then you can also ask angels to come and help you, you know, return all the fragmented parts of the soul and bring it back to that person, or remove parts that do not belong to that personality.
Okay.
So you take the angels' help in that case.
Wow, wonderful. So I'm really intrigued in going ahead with this meditation. So is some do's and don'ts required to do before one starts with this meditation, or they can just start off?
This meditation, everything is there, so there's nothing one needs to do. It's just that you have to, you know, want to do it, want to help somebody, not just do it for the sake of doing it, or, you know.
Means you have to know that there is somebody whose soul has not been released, and you're helping.
In case there is somebody, some spirit around you that needs help. So, and you have to be willing. You have to be willing to do it selflessly. Yeah.
Okay. And like you mentioned, some protection has to be.
That is when you're not doing the meditation.
Okay.
But for this meditation, I have included that protection. Yes, that script. Okay. But if you're doing it on your own, just like, you know, like I say, if you're on your own and you just want to talk aloud to the spirits, then you just imagine that you're protected in the light. And that's all I think it's needed. And if you're not scared, people who are very scared, you know, they're prone to being possessed.
Oh.
But if you're not scared, then I don't think anybody can enter you.
Interesting. So when I came into this past life therapy, and that's when I got associated with soul, or you know, going into the past life and communicating with souls. And before this, I was the person who was afraid. But now when the communication channels have opened up to the other end, you know, I have also opened up And there's no need to be scared of these spirits. Of course, I don't think I'm going to go and walk into some place where it's known that these spirits reside. But yes, these channels have opened up, and a new dimension of life has also opened up. So Tertia, thank you very much. Is there something that you would like to share with our viewers? Anything in particular?
Being a Buddhist, I've always believed in karma and reincarnation. So when I was young, the elders would always bless us with, may you have a good rebirth, or may your next life be good, and may you be born a human being who follows the teachings of the Buddha. So that was something we heard regularly. And at that time, I didn't make any sense of it, but now, of course, I do.
Right. Interesting.
So, yeah.
Interesting. Normally, people don't talk about rebirth and the blessings by the elders are not given in this manner.
Yes.
But from the childhood, you have been groomed in such a manner.
Yes.
So
in a society, it is a done thing. Every time an elder meets a younger person, we believe so strongly in rebirth. All our actions in this life, affect our next birth. So that's why they would always bless us this way.
Okay.
May your next life be good. So then the way I think now also is something like the way the elders would have, thought that way. Like I usually say, may all beings be at peace. When I'm sitting on my own, or if I'm going for a walk, or if I'm feeling, in a nice mood, I would say, may all beings be at peace.
How lovely. The topic of karma is a different topic, and I want to explore it in length at some other time. But for now, let us proceed with this meditation to release souls into their light. And thank you so much for talking to me and sharing your knowledge with all of my viewers. And God bless you, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine.
Welcome to this meditation. I'm Tertia Sandhu. The intention for today's meditation is to bring souls into the awareness of the light, to send love and compassion to those who are suffering or experiencing difficulty in accepting the fact that their life on earth is over. So let us bring our collective energies to help our soul companions transition to the realm of light, so that they may find peace. Find yourself a comfortable position, perhaps on your back or on your side, whichever feels most comfortable for you. And finding a nice quiet place where you can be still. Simply allow your eyes to now close. Take a few moments to scan your awareness through the sensations of your body, softening and releasing any areas of physical tension. Bring your awareness to your third eye and take a nice deep breath in and a few more at your own pace. And allowing your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Letting the body breathe itself, you slowly and easily slip into a deep state of calm and peace, allowing every breath you take and every beat of your heart to take you deeper, relaxed. Allow the body to rest, watching your mind and any thoughts that arise while you rest. Simply watch them passing by, as if they were on a cloud, floating overhead. Let them drift and float away. When your mind wanders, gently call it back by focusing your attention on your in-breath and out-breath. Let your mind be still. Let it be empty. Any sounds around you will matter less and less as you bring your attention now to the sound of my voice. And the sound of my voice will become your words. And the words that I speak will become your thoughts. As you really pay attention to each word, just let your body relax more and more. The soothing sound of each word is like a wave of relaxation that enters the top of your head and travels down your entire body to the tips of your toes, relaxing each and every muscle. Focus on the area at the top of your head, the crown chakra. or the Sahasrara, center of pure consciousness and spiritual awareness. Focus on your awareness of your divine origin. And as you breathe, you realize that you are experiencing spiritual energies. Sense an inner balance. Visualize a source of light right above you. The light can be any color of your choosing. Feel the rays of this light pouring down on you, entering your body, feeling the peace and ecstasy as the light streams down through the top of your head, down to the bottom of your feet, filling the spaces within and around you with its beautiful healing energy. As your awareness of the space around you expands, every gentle movement of your breath guides you into a deep, deep state of inner peace. Imagine that you are a body of light. And the light streams out of your body and expands around you, wrapping you in a bubble of soft, protective light. This bubble of light works as a shield, shielding and protecting you from anything that is not good, while helping you to feel even more relaxed. The light is also a magnet for good, peaceful thoughts, attracting love and compassion. Feel yourself becoming lighter and lighter. Notice the sensation of lifting up and out of your body as your astral body shifts and detaches from the physical body, as if a shadow is leaving your body. You are becoming so light as your awareness is now in the astral body. Free of your physical body and moving beyond time and space. Nothing to hold you down. Free to go wherever you please. Rising up and floating on a soft white cloud. Feel how soft and comfortable the cloud is, almost like floating on air. The walls and ceiling around you disappear as you float into the skies, drifting on the cloud. You can choose to float wherever you like. You are so relaxed as you float, gently supported and surrounded by the cloud's protective embrace. The ground recedes further away as you rise up into the sky. You feel so comfortable, so relaxed, floating above lakes and mountains, drifting above their rocky peaks. And as you drift higher and further away, you experience a sense of comfort and well-being, knowing you are protected and safe. You float towards a mountain, rising above the clouds. Its snow-capped peak reflecting the golden sunlight. You can see the streams and waterfalls cascading down the slopes. The mountain's base lies hidden in the swirling mist. You drift and float to the top of a ledge with views as far as the eye can see. The air here is cool and refreshing. The sound of free-flowing water from a mountain stream can be heard. You are so calm and relaxed. And as you go deeper within, you and I become one. And we begin to sense and feel the presence of spirit guides and loved ones. Their energies radiating love and compassion grow stronger. As our awareness expands and magnifies beyond the barriers of a conscious mind, the spaces around us becoming brighter and brighter as golden light streams down from above, flooding our hearts with love and compassion. We slowly become aware of the subtle presence of lost, wandering souls as they emerge from the shadows, trapped in their own confusion, denial, fear, and ignorance, unable to let go, unable to see the light. And nourished by the light, our awareness further expands into a state of boundlessness. Our senses heighten to an all-knowing awareness. In this sacred place, we now connect with the divine source of all creation. Through your guidance and blessings, and through the power of the light that streams from you, may all the negative karma, destructive emotions, obscurations, and blockages of these souls be purified and removed. May the souls know that it is time for them to let go into the process of taking a new rebirth. May they know that this life is over, and that whatever mistakes they may have made be forgiven and cleansed. May all souls know that their families and friends love and appreciate them and want them to move on into the light without regret and with confidence and ease. May all souls that have passed on be guided towards a new and beneficial birth in a place where they can accomplish all of their virtuous aspirations. Visualize the light of the Divine Source now shining brilliantly and benevolently like 1,000 suns, streaming into the hearts of all lost and confused souls. The light is warm, loving, calming, and cleansing, removing layers of trauma and pain, lifetimes of misery and deep-rooted emotions, removing anger, hatred, lust, greed, jealousy, all peeling away, transmuted, shedding the ego, supported by their spirit guides and loved ones. The souls are comforted, cleansed, and set free. Our hearts brimming with love and gratitude, we say to them, go ahead and ride the mighty winds. Go sail the ocean of bliss, dear ones, till we meet again in the realm of light. We watch them stream towards the light, like beacons in the fathomless blue, floating up like lanterns in the sky. Hundreds, thousands, millions, quietly sailing home from their earthly missions. Sailing towards the light, embraced by the light, dissolving into the light. Becoming one with the light. The light fades as the portal closes. It is now time for us to return. We ask our guides of light to gather us in a safety net and bring us safely back to our conscious awareness. Breathing our way back, becoming aware of our surroundings, aware of our breath, feeling the sensations return to our body, feeling calm, relaxed, and positive. You may slowly open your eyes when you are ready to.
If you are new to my channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon to get instant updates on my latest videos.